I'm going to be showing you how we as an agency audit websites. And this is a process that we go through in order to determine whether there is a business that we can help or not. Now, whether you're an agency owner, a web designer, or just any other business looking to improve your online website, you're going to find this video valuable. There is a lot that can be learned by seeing how people audit websites because it allows you to understand typical problems that may exist on a site that you perhaps didn't know before. If you're an agency owner or web designer looking for inspiration on how you can look to find faults with websites to allow you to approach those business owners, have a conversation and see if there's an opportunity to work together, then I'm going to show you how we do that as an agency, and then you'll be able to implement something similar within your own business. Now, typically with our process, we would go to Google, we'd search businesses within the sector that we like working with and see if there's any businesses that we feel could be improved and that we could help, and then we would audit them and reach out to them. But what I did for this particular video is I just reached out to our online community and asked if anyone was happy for their website to be audited, and we had a few responses, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. From what I've seen so far, the majority of these are agency websites, but what I'm going to be running through, it remains the same. It doesn't matter what type of website it is, we'd still be looking for the same things. So what we'll do is we'll jump on the screen, I'll share with you these websites and I'll audit them live and just share with you the process step by step that we take with every single project, and we're just going to run through maybe 2 or 3 of these. So let's go. Okay, cool. So here we've got our first website from Lead Growth Management. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be looking for is whether they have an SSL, so secure certificate on the site, and they do, which is great. So the little padlock is up here. I'm assuming that you can see this. Now, first and foremost, the main thing with websites is how aesthetically pleasing is it? And ultimately, upon loading, it actually seems quite fine. You know, they've got a lot of negative space or balance. It's easy to read, it's easy to consume. We've got services and so on and so on. So ultimately, the footer, from an aesthetic point of view, could do with a little bit more. You could do with maybe some links in there. There seems to be inconsistency with some fonts, so that's something that would need to be addressed. So like we've got like a serif font here and a sans serif. We've got a sans serif there. So I'll probably focus on defining 2 fonts, one for your headings, perhaps another font for your body. And one thing I like to do when we load the page is figure out what it is that they do and how they help people. And we try and do this within a matter of seconds. So essentially what we're doing is welcome to Lead Growth Management. That I think needs to be something else. That's not really important. What you want to do is what we've got here at Lead Growth Management. Our main goal is to help you make your business thrive. So you could roll with something like that. All right. You need to make it incredibly clear what it is that you do and how you help people as soon as they land on their site. Because if you're not clear and they don't understand, you've only got a few seconds to, capture their attention, get them to realize that they're at the right place or not. And then, they're going to stay or they're going to leave. So is it clear what they do? I would say, no, that's not a powerful statement enough to allow me to understand what it is that they do. This, on the other hand, I know exactly what they do now. They offer social media marketing, web design, and SEO. That again is, although it's just listing services, it gives me a better idea of what they're doing, but could it be better? Like, how are they helping people? What are they achieving for them? Now, you could argue that it's partly within the name, lead growth, so it will be lead generation of some sort, but I would just be way clearer with that statement. So as a result of something like this, if someone's coming to their site and not understand what they do, it's going to impact on the amount of leads that they could be generating. So their website perhaps isn't performing as well for them as it could be. And so that is something that we can help them with. So scrolling down, just quickly touching back on the aesthetics, we've said that the balance is quite well. Colors, yeah, it's okay. The yellow works really well on the dark, and there's not really a lot to go wrong here. So color consistency is quite nice. The next thing that we'd be looking for is call to actions. So up here, we've got a call to action of get in touch today, which is fine. That's great. It's what we call above the fold. So if they are interested in what they see, they can get in touch. All right, and that's going to then scroll down to the form. Okay, so we've got get in touch here, book a free strategy call. What does that do? Great. So loads of calendar. All right, so that's all fine. You've got an opportunity here for people to get in touch. What we typically look for is an online form like this, or a calendar, or an email address, or a phone number. You've got an email address and phone number down here. I'd probably move that a little bit further up. If you want my opinion, people often like to get in touch pretty quickly if they want to call. They don't want to be searching for the phone number. They want it to be really obvious. Another thing that we look at is whether it's easy to navigate. Okay, so we've got about. Okay, so this is a 1-page website. Right? So this is probably already going to raise some flags when it comes to looking into the SEO and how they're performing organically in terms of generating traffic. A 1-page website doesn't tend to work too well because the site size just isn't there. The opportunity to get individual pages on your site to rank, to bring in more traffic, it just isn't there. I would definitely build out more pages on this website. You could have a service page for social media ad campaigns, a service page for web design. Each of these could be a service page. You could have a page for about. There's lots of opportunities for this site here. I've also noticed there's no images. There's no images on here. Now, a part of making a website look aesthetically pleasing is the fonts, the colors, the balance, but also imagery. Like images sell just paint 1,000 words. Okay, so implementing some photography in here would be awesome. If you are a business, try and get some personality across, or even just rely on stock libraries. That's definitely a good way to go. And finally, in terms of looking at their website, we need to understand whether their website loads on a mobile device. So is it responsive? So we've got a test here. So it's a Google mobile friendly test. I've already run this. So lead growth management, the page is usable on mobile, which is great. So we've tested the home page. You can go through and test multiple pages, and it will test it at an individual page level, but this one is fine. So, this is just a one-page site, but if it was a larger site and the homepage is fine, typically we assume that all of the other pages are as well, but it's totally up to you. We would tend to test maybe one or two at this level and see how they perform. But because websites are built based on templates, a lot of the styles and the structure is kind of inherited across all of the pages, that if one is broken, the chances are most of them are going to be broken. So this site is mobile friendly, which is great. Okay, so that's this website summarized in terms of how the website is looking, the structure, can you navigate it? Is it visually appealing? Is the right information on there? Is it clear what they do? Is there call to action? That's all covered. Now we need to focus on whether this website is performing very well. Is it generating traffic? Right, and the best way that we can do that is use an SEO audit tool like Uber suggests. Okay, remember, we're not going into way too much detail at this level, because if we are auditing a site, the chances are you're doing this before you've reached out to a business to understand whether you can work with them. Now, if you have already had that conversation, then you might go a step further and do some more vigorous, thorough auditing or testing on a website to really understand where that business is at, so you can then come up with a solution and bring that to them as a proposition. But at this point, we just keep things pretty loose and pretty agile. So we've done the website, we know that it's mobile friendly, and so now we need to check the performance, and we use Uber Suggest as a tool. We just run a site audit for lead growth management here, and you can see that on the surface this isn't performing very well. There's tons of opportunity here. Your on-page SEO score is great, but you're not generating any monthly traffic organically, and that's probably down to you just having a one-page site that maybe isn't optimized for search very well. You've got one organic keyword coming through. I reckon that's a brand term. Let me just have a look. It's not telling me. All right, so lots of opportunity here for search. So if we were looking at this website, we would be like, great, there was so much opportunity here for organic traffic to be generated. Let's reach out to them. So yeah, no backlinks either. So ultimately, there's, as I said, tons of opportunity. Also, load time wise, everything's good. So, we look to see whether a website's loading fast or not. It needs to load fast these days in order for it to stand any chance on Google search rankings, or really any chance with a potential customer, because people visiting websites are impatient. If it takes longer than 2 to 5 seconds to load, the chances are that person's just going to leave and go to a competitor or anywhere else. So yeah, that summarizes this one. So that's the first website that we've audited. Now let's move on to the second one, which is Scale Boom. So this is another agency website, and this website is looking pretty good. From the get-go, this is really tidy. So think big, the smart way to scale your business. So there you go. Already we know what they do. They scale businesses, and they do that via high performance web design and marketing solutions. So that's great. It's also got a valid SSL, which is awesome. So we've got some business logos here as well. So they have social proof. So it's proven that they are managing to achieve what they say they can achieve. We've got Google ratings. We've got icons. We've got photography. So again, really nice balance. It's really clear what they do. So revenue generating websites, bringing more traffic via SEO. So this is already looking really, really good. We've got a portfolio. So yeah, this is nice. This is a really nice, clean website. And what's the call to action at the top? So that's the only thing. I would add a call to action in here. Just a nice button to say, get in touch, or let's talk. You've got let's talk up here, but often up in the nav, it's not enough. You want to have multiple call to actions, especially above the fold. It could be book a strategy call. It could be ask a question. It could be request a free audit, whatever it might be. Just I'd put a call to action in here. So let's have a quick look at navigating. So we've got about, awesome. Again, nice hierarchy. It's really clear. That's pretty cool. So this as a site is looking pretty good. If we come across this site, we probably would think that they've got their stuff handled, and we might not be able to add too much value at this point. That then brings us on to whether they are mobile friendly. Yes, the homepage is mobile friendly. So again, we can assume that their website throughout is going to be mobile friendly. So this one is already looking really good. Okay, let's have a look at their search. So we've got an audit here. So on-page SEO score is great. The monthly organic traffic is great. The organic keywords is great. Backlinks are great. Everything's great here. This is a great site. Okay, and this is telling me that it's got 132 pages discovered. So this is a fairly sizable site. And I would imagine this is probably down to, we've got service pages, which is awesome because that allows more ranking opportunity organically. I imagine there's a blog here somewhere. Yep, perfect. So great, we've got a blog, we've got blog articles. So this is multiple ways that this website can generate organic traffic by Google, because they're writing articles for their niche. They're writing articles for topics that will help their ideal customer. And it's going to ultimately answer questions that people are searching on Google. And that's going to bring people to their site. Okay, so these guys are doing a great job. So well done. Now let's quickly look at page speed. Again, everything's fine there. It's loading just under 2 seconds. That's loading in 2 milliseconds. Okay, so everything with speed is awesome. Loading in just under 2 seconds for desktop. So let's have a look at mobile. Just over 2 seconds for mobile. So incredible. This is a great site. So well done. Keep going. I wouldn't reach out to you to help you, because it seems to me like you've got stuff handled. All right, that brings us on to the third one, which is OYS, which is a portfolio. So initially you've got an SSL, which is great. Visually, there's some discrepancies. Call to actions up here, which is great, but visually, I don't like how it's balanced. Like, these need to be sort of in the middle, in line, sort of horizontally with these icons. So either move these down or make the icon smaller, perhaps. This again isn't in line. So I love that you've got a call to action here, but your nav needs to be in line with your button. It looks amateur. That's the only thing. It looks amateur, and people will notice this. They might not specifically be able to identify exactly what's wrong with this, but they'll come here. You'll see that typical conventions are being broken, and they won't like it and they'll leave. Okay, in their mind, they'll be like, something's not quite right here. I don't like it. I'm going to leave. Okay, so just be careful of that. So professional web design and marketing for small businesses. Great. We know what you do. Profile image here, which is fine, but I haven't really got an opinion on that. So what services that you offer? Your problem. A website should be a solution, not a problem. Your problem. You have a great looking website, but it doesn't lead to more sales, or even worse, you don't have a website. I mean, that's fine. I love that, but I wouldn't class it as a service. I feel like this should be how we help, okay, or our process or anything like that. These are not services that you offer. So we've got portfolio, awesome, and a call to action. Great. So typically it's fine. Let's have a look at colors. So you've got a bit of yellow here, which is interesting. You've introduced another color. So there are some inconsistencies, I would say, that need addressing. Let's have a look at this one quickly. We've got Naga Host. I think I've said that right. So Unlimited Web Hosting Indonesia. Great. So this is a really nice site, actually. We've got images, despite the language being different. That's fine. You're obviously based in a different country. To be honest, this is a really, really nice site. So this wouldn't typically be the type of business that we would look to reach out to and work with. But looking at it from a website level, you're doing a lot of things right. You've got some social proof, logos that people are familiar with. So that kind of deems you credible. Can't read these words. I've got pricing, just really nicely laid out. Again, really nicely laid out. So visually, this website is ticking a lot of boxes for me. It's a really nice visual site. I mean, obviously, we'd also check whether it was mobile responsive, and we'd check the SEO, but we've already covered that off in 2 videos, so I'm just not going to do it again. So you can probably appreciate now how websites do differ, whether it is based on aesthetics, whether it's based on performance, whether it's based on their online marketing or SEO, sales opportunities, whatever it might be. Every website is different. So we do look at a range of things to see if there is an area that they're lacking in, so we can reach out to them, start a conversation, and see if there's any partnership that can be formed. Now, hopefully you have found that valuable. There's an end screen coming up with more videos up here and down here. So make sure that you do click either one of those. You're going to find those valuable, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.